Hey, everybody. Excited to be here with Will, who just broke into tech sales. Really cool background because not only are you a new graduate, but you're also an international student who didn't grow up here in the US. I think your perspective is going to be awesome to share with everyone. So maybe setting the stage, share a little bit about your background and then how you kind of started looking at tech sales in the first place.
Yes, my name is Will. I just graduated from USC last year, and my major was international business with a marketing emphasis. And I'm originally from Beijing, China. Just moved to the States like 4 years ago. And the reason why that I'm really drawn to like tech sales as a whole was because I'm always drawn to sales, and I think sales is one of the most important skills that you can learn, like starting off your career. And specifically, why tech sales? I think there's more definitely. More financial upside and just so much more room and space for you to learn and grow. And that's the two reasons why that I really want to like join tech sales.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Really cool story too. I know we were talking before, like you came here basically not really speaking that much English, and to have made this much progress in 4 years is insane. So credit to you. I'm curious too. I'm sure as you get over here, you're learning about all the types of careers available here. How do you even narrow in on tech sales? And then what ultimately made you decide to invest in training as opposed to, maybe using the resources you had at USC or otherwise?
Yeah. To answer your first question, because a lot of friends around me at the time, they were all trying to break into like consulting or investment banking. But I feel like I always want to be like different, and I think like sales is definitely like really cool. And especially like tech sales, you'll be able to like work with the large AI enterprises and like also the tech companies. And I think there's definitely a great learning curve there. Second of all, I would say tech sales just more appealing to me like personally, because I'm just like interested in sales and be able to expose myself in the best technology and product that I can expose to. So it's just like win-win to me. And to answer your second part of question, like why I chose like higher level like over the other courses, I would say because I actually like watched so many contents before I signed up for the program, and I just feel like you just give me like the best energy, like you're really like authentic, and what you have like offer is just different from other programs. I feel like genuinely like, be able to connect to your like audiences is what really like stood out to me at the time. So I signed up, and I'm really glad I make that great decision.
No, it's awesome, man. Appreciate the compliment. But obviously, you put in a ton of work to make this happen. And I think that's a great segue into my next question, which is just getting interviews. I know we talked before recording, you had several different interviews. I believe you had multiple offers as well. What did you find? Maybe any challenges, but certainly what worked well when it came to even getting noticed and getting interviews in the first place?
Yeah, actually, I got like lots of interviews just by following like the format of what you guys mentioned in the resume workshop. Just optimize like your resume like with the help of AI, and I think that definitely helps me a lot. And second of all, I would say just be willing to go for the extra mile. I just like wrote the 90 days plan like even before I got the interview, and I think that's essentially like how I got the interview. I think like especially for the BR role, like in tech companies, they're seeking like people who just willing to go for the extra miles, because at the end of the day, it's just like entry level position, right? They're just like seeking people who are willing to like doing the job and go for the extra mile, but you need to like show it by doing the extra work and to get an interview as well.
Yeah. No, that's great, man. And sometimes too, it's like I think people overcomplicate it. Like, yes, you use AI to refine things because it can do it way faster. It's really good now, but also you're doing the manual work of messaging people, just doing some of the fundamentals really well that I think a lot of people skip out on, to be honest. And I'm curious too, as you get several different first round interviews, as you're getting maybe to first round, second round, maybe even towards final round interviews, was there anything that was challenging for you that you didn't expect, or lessons you would give to someone else watching, looking on the outside as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the most unforgettable interview that I had is that like, I was interviewing for like one of the best interviews, one of the best companies that I interviewed. And like the recruiter literally just told me that like after 2 minutes chat, she told me that I really don't care about like what you have done like in your past and your like past experience as well, because you just a new college grad, right? So I more value like how you are as a person. But at the time, I took like the interview too seriously, and I was too tense that I just treat them as a cold and harsh interview and just trying to like recite my scripts word to word, and that didn't like go well. But like I think that's like one of the most valuable lessons that I learned throughout like all the interviews is that like just loosen up and just be chill, because it's not just an interview, it's just an opportunity to show yourself, can build that connection with other person. And I think that's one of the key like most important takeaway that I got like from like my probably like more than 50 interviews that I got.
Wow. No, that's awesome, man. And I think a huge part of that too is like we don't sugarcoat the fact that sometimes your first couple of interviews in particular, like that will happen. Like that's part of it. And that's also how you learn. So, credit to you for getting out there. I think a lot of people get so anxious to just get that one interview that by the time they get there, they do exactly what you're talking about, where it's like, it's not even mapped to the real world experience. So great example. I am curious too, I'm not sure if in the final round interviews you had like mock cold call or presentations or anything of that nature, but curious if you had any final round exercises and also any advice you'd give to anyone watching as well.
Yeah, I've actually done a couple of like cold call marking like in the past, and also done like case study where they require to do like a presentation and a case study like for the final round. But usually like for the final round, I just spoke with the CEO, and I think like the case study or the cold call marking is probably like third round or fourth round. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. And yeah, it really varies at the final stage, like what you see. But I think being prepared for anything is the best way to go about it. And, really, I guess just looking back on this entire experience, if there's anything you haven't mentioned, any things unique to your situation too. I know we have a lot of people around the world that have discovered higher levels. It's awesome to see a result and what you made of it. But yeah, I guess in closing, any advice you'd give to anyone else out there?
Yeah, and I think just believe and trust in the process, because when I just graduated from college, I was really anxious and lost. I didn't know like what I should do. And I think what higher level helps me is that like you guys give out a really structured, simplified, and sustainable system for students can easily execute, right? And you guys like give out like the workbook that I can just follow and track my progress every single day. And I think that really helps me a lot when I was like recruiting for the SDR position in tech companies. Yeah, and just trust and believe in yourself and trust the process, and the result will be good. Although like the process can be really tough.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Well, congrats to you again, man. We're obviously excited for you. And I think like not to overlook how much effort and energy you put into this. Like you had several interviews, ended up with multiple offers, and yeah, really excited to see where the next 12 to 24 months take you.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much for having me, Frederick.